Happy video day, guys. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a review follow-up. I've got a few items that I picked up a little while ago that I've been using nonstop. Now it's time for me to give you guys my final thoughts and what I'm thinking about these items. And guys, we've got a few big hits here, and we have some that are good, but I just don't know at the end of the day if they're worth it. So let's go ahead and let's get right into this. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is this little baby right here, the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Blurring Powder. So as you guys know, in my review, I did tell you guys that it shocked me that it had like more of a glowiness to it because I wasn't expecting that, and I guess I just didn't read the description that well when I purchased it, and I thought it was going to just be a powder, like a matte powder, and it does have this glowiness to it. Now I will tell you guys, I am wearing it today on my face. I really honestly love this powder, especially when I'm using a foundation that does not have a radiance to it. I think it looks so beautiful on top of those foundations. Today I'm wearing my All Hours foundation from YSL. That foundation doesn't really have 100% of like a dewy look to it. It claims to be matte, but it's not really 100% matte. It has a little bit of dewiness to it, but it's not supposed to be. So it's supposed to be matte. And I feel like this powder really gives it a little bit more dew, like what I really like. It gives it like that shiny, beautiful look, and it really brings everything together. So I've been enjoying this so much. Now I will tell you, I do not like this on top of any foundation that has a little bit of dew to it. I think it just makes it look a little bit too shiny. So I personally love to put this on top of things that are a little bit demi-matte or matte, or just something that doesn't have that much of a shine to it. This looks beautiful on top of it. I will tell you, I have been using the brush. I thought that that was going to be a waste, and honestly it really is not. Any type of skin can get away with using this, even if you have oily skin. Since you're putting on matte foundations, this is going to bring back that radiance to your face the matte foundations are taking out. I have normal skin, very combo. So my skin is combo. I'm usually dry in some areas, oily in others, but I'm not really like 100% either or. This works great for me. I love this product, and I'm gonna say it's a total win. I love it. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys about a little product that caught me off guard. I did not know that I was going to love this as much as I do, and that is this little guy right here. This is from BareMinerals. This is the Complexion Rescue Foundation Hydrating Stick, or Hydrating Foundation Stick. This is so good, so good. I'm obsessed with this stick. I've been using this nonstop. If you guys saw my review, it was with the sample. And like I told you guys, I went out and bought the full size. This is the full size. If you guys can tell, this is being used a lot. I honestly love this. It is messy because it is more of like a moussey stick formula. It almost feels wet and cool when you put it on your face. So it is a little bit messy of a stick, but oh my God, this blends like a dream on my skin. It sits so nice. And if you have mature skin, I think you're going to love this. My mother is 60 years old. I told her to try this, and she literally bought 2 of them, one as a backup because she's scared that one day they might discontinue using it. That's how much she loves it. On me, I love the way it looks too. I don't have that many wrinkles, but under my eyes, I do have a little bit of wrinkles. And sometimes, you know, I just like to look natural looking with my foundation. I don't want to look like I caked it on. And this gives me that nice medium coverage, but it also kind of makes you look like you're not really wearing too much foundation. So I love this. It's definitely dewy. If you have oily skin, this is not for you. Stay away from this. This gives you a lot of dewiness. From a foundation stick point of view, that was shocking to me because a lot of my foundation sticks are actually too drying on me. And this one looks so hydrating, so beautiful. I love this. I cannot pair this with this though. They do not work good together. This needs to go with a mattifying powder because it is so dewy, and you definitely get oils coming throughout the day. But I just love it. I think it looks beautiful on my skin. It makes me look super young. So let's talk about another thing that I am in love with. I love this from Marc Jacobs. This is the Accomplice Concealer. Now, when I first tried this one on, I told you guys that it looked really nice under my eyes, and I thought it was great, and I thought I was gonna like it, and I love it. I have 2 different shades of it now. I got one from Influencer, and I actually purchased one myself. The one I purchased myself, I got way before I got the Influencer one, and I had gotten a lighter shade than the one that the Influencer sent me. So I use the lighter shade underneath my eyes, eyes, and the darker shade I actually have in my purse, and I use it as a touch-up stick when I'm out and about. If I have any blemish on my face when I'm out, I take out the little stick, put my finger in it, and just cover the blemish, and it works really, really good, and I use it all the time. So that one's in my purse. So this color here is light 20, and this is the lighter one that I have. I believe the other one is light 26, and that's the darker one. So now light 20, I use it under my eyes, and I do not have to set my eyes when I use this. That, in my experience, this does not need to be set. I do set it sometimes with my Charlotte Tilbury powder, but for the most part, this doesn't even need to be set. This sets itself. It looks beautiful under my eyes. It does not crease on me. It doesn't show wrinkles. It's really, really good. I love this so much. This is another product that I recommended to my mother, and mostly for her to cover any hyperpigmentation that she had on her face. I told her to go ahead and buy something like this because it's so convenient to put onto your face. Even if you're out and you need something instead of a liquid that it's just a little bit harder to work with, sticks are so much easier, and she loves this product too. So I love this. It's beautiful. Let's talk about one that I actually like, but at the same time, I'm sure that there's going to be people out there that do not like this. So that is this one here. So this is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Glowgasm palette. I got Lightgasm. Now, when I first tried this on, I liked it, and I still like it. One thing though I'm going to tell you guys is from using it over and over and over again, this bronzer here does not give you that much bronze. It's a very light bronze. So it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish with your bronzer. So if you really want to look tan for the summer, this is not going to give you a tan look. It's just going to kind of give you a little bit warmth to the face, and it looks very pretty and natural, but I can see how some people are going to say, well, I don't want to pay $75 for something that's going to make me look too natural, and this can look natural. Now, a weird thing too is I feel like this bronzer comes off on certain skin tones more than others. When it comes to light olive and light medium, on my skin tone, this bronzer shows up so good. Like, it looks awesome on my skin tone. But on my mother's skin tone, that she's lighter than me, this doesn't show up that good on her skin. So I just don't know what it is about the undertone of this bronzer, but it warms up my face more than it warms up hers, and I'm darker than her. So I would tell you guys, definitely, if you're looking at this and you think $75 is a lot, try this one out. Maybe in the store, kind of try to play with the bronzer a little bit. I would also recommend trying to wipe off the top of the bronzer, because once you take off the top layer, sometimes it's easier to get the bronzer on. Now, I like this palette a lot. I use it a lot. This one definitely is glowy, and it's not as vibrant as you would expect for a blush, but it looks pretty. Do I grab it all the time? I don't. Now, these two highlights are absolutely stunning. Now, these two are probably the stars of the show for the palette for me. I love this one here, like, especially when I want to do like a natural glow, I kind of put this all over the place and it looks really nice. So this palette has been a good palette. It is not my best face palette, and I think for $75, I think that's why people are a little bit like, oh my gosh, you know? So that's what I would say about this. I still enjoy it, but I can understand how people will be having issues with it. So definitely I would tell you also with this palette, try different brushes with the bronzer. I have some brushes that look good with it and some brushes that don't. I feel like some of my synthetic brushes don't work as good as some of my natural hair brushes. It just really all depends, because I do have one brush that's synthetic that picks it up pretty good too. So that's also one of the problems with the palette, is because the bronzer is so tightly packed, you also need to pick the right tool to put it on. So I can see how some people can be turned off by that. Let's talk about a product that I honestly think is my favorite product that I have purchased this year so far, and that is this one right here. This is from Pat McGrath, and this is the Fetisheyes. Guys, this is the best mascara that I have purchased ever. Now, it does have a smell to it, and I have said this before. If you guys don't like chemically smells, which I usually don't, but since it's on my eyes, I don't smell it as much. This has a very strong chemical smell. I don't know what it is in here that has that smell, but it definitely has a chemical smell to it. So I would tell you guys that this is a beautiful, absolutely stunning mascara. It makes your eyelashes look insane. Anytime I want my eyelashes to look on point, this is what I grab. However, it does have a little bit of a scent to it. You do not smell it all day. It definitely goes away, but it leaves me with the most beautiful eyelashes. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but to me, it's well worth it, because honestly, my eyelashes look incredible with this. So I love it. Talk about another one. Let's talk about this from Fenty. So this is the bronzer from Fenty. This is the Sunstalker bronzer. I got it in Shady Biz. Now this is another product that is absolutely beautiful. I have this bronzer on today. This bronzer works really nice on my skin tone. It is not the dark bronzer. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not giving me like that JLo bronze. It's giving me more of a warm bronze. It's giving me more of a light warm bronze. It's giving me more of a light bronze, but it is bronzing the face. I personally feel like I would have liked maybe a tad bit darker of a bronzer, but that was just me picking one that's a little bit lighter. I definitely can pull this off, but I love the formula. The formula is super smooth. It glides on the skin. It looks so pretty on, and I love, love, love the bronzer. Personally, maybe a darker tone would have been more preferential for me. So I do honestly love the formula though. So I definitely think that if you guys are in the market for a good bronzer, this one for sure is a very good bronzer, and I love it. It looks great on. So I'm gonna end this video with one last thing. I'm gonna talk about these items right here from Zara. Guys, I did not know Zara had such good lip products, but they do. This high matte lipstick from Zara in M11 is beautiful. It stays so good throughout the entire day. This is a liquid lip. And also this lip liner, I use it almost every single time I put on lipsticks. And this color here is the same one. It's the M11. And this is beautiful. This combo is great. I actually have this lip liner on today with one of the creme liquid lips from KKW Beauty, and I love it. I love it. I use these nonstop. Zara has good lip products. I'm super impressed. So those are a few of the follow-ups that I have for you guys. I have a lot of other products that I tried. There will be a lot more follow-ups coming. I've been using all the products as much as I can, and I really wanted to get these products out. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.